Welcome back to Crystal Clear. I'm Oshrik Vox, and one of the aspects that excites me most about the Steven Universe movie is the return of Opal. The fusion has not only become a fan favorite throughout the years, but is pretty much synonymous with the word underappreciated. Not by fans, but by the show itself. Opal deserves better. Hashtag Hopeful for Opal. And that recent huge reveal that the movie will be a musical, one of the collaborators and performers listed was Aimee Mann, Opal's voice actress. Now, because the actual press release has an absence of Opal under the list of performers and the characters, there have been some admittedly rational naysayers that Opal won't actually be in the film. They just have Aimee Mann working on the music. But that doesn't really make much sense to me. Why would you shout the cast to get musical talent involved with the film, but not have them voice a character they already play in the series itself? I believe Opal and Aimee Mann were simply not included in that section because they want to keep the various fusions in the movie a secret. Cast members like Garnet are always going to be around. You can't really hide their involvement with the film. But characters like Opal lean more into surprise territory. Her presence could actually be a really big deal, even if it's a brief cameo. But to get a better understanding as to why, just to briefly recap, Opal first debuted early in the series in the episode Giant Woman. Although we really didn't get much time with her, Opal was built up throughout the episode as this insane amalgamation of Amethyst and Pearl that never comes into existence because they never see eye to eye long enough for it to happen. And from what we saw of Opal, while it was breathtaking and badass, we really didn't get a feel for that personality. When it comes to her behavior, Opal is still very much a blank slate. There was also The Return, where Opal briefly appeared and attempted to stop Paradox Gem worship from entering Beach City. Unfortunately, her efforts did not amount to much. Then we move over to the episode Log Date, where Opal appears once more for a quick second, and she just lets out a sigh and unfuses. She doesn't even speak. As you could imagine, that haunted many of her fans. We finally thought we would get an Opal moment, and really, she did nothing. This takes us to Opal's most recent appearance, Together Alone, where at the end of the episode, Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl stand up for Stevonnie, Ruby and Sapphire refusing back into Garnet, and Pearl and Amethyst fusing into Opal. But before Opal could even do anything, they all get poofed. Now, Slice of Otaku has a video putting into words better than I ever could around why so many fans want to see more Opal, why she deserves better. While I encourage you to check that out, I will give you the skinny of it. Amethyst and Pearl are yin and yang in many different aspects. For example, we see how messy Amethyst's room is, how laid back and easygoing she conducts herself, whereas Pearl needs everything to be organized, neat and clean, and how she can be surprisingly emotional at times. Long story short, these two should make a very interesting fusion, but we can't really tell because we never really got much of Opal. And to get a feel for her personality, she would have to speak. But for obvious reasons, that never really happened. To have her as a headliner for Steven Universe the movie really inspires confidence for me, and it gets me excited at the prospect of some quality Opal time. Which, if this movie is going to cater to fans and sprinkle a lot of moments that fans have been waiting for years, then yeah, there's a great chance we could get just that. Now, Aimee Mann being listed as one of the performances has me thinking we'll actually get a fusion musical number, or alternatively, just an Opal musical number. I wouldn't complain about either or, but it also has me thinking that there will be a part of the film where Amethyst and Pearl are separated from Garnet, or considering Steven would have to be there because of the Steven-only perspective, Garnet will be separated from Amethyst and Pearl. To make up the difference, Amethyst and Pearl could fuse into Opal, giving us a scene or two where we can have direct interaction with the fusion. What kind of jokes does she crack in battle? What are more practical uses to her weapons? Does she have any unique abilities we're unaware of? Another positive to the film is that since we have the longer runtime, it will be easier and more organic to work in Opal's dialogue. There have been plenty of silent characters throughout media that still have their personality shown through their actions, but since Steven Universe is typically restricted to 11 minutes, it's a bit harder to show off most fusions and establish a good personality unless it's their debut. So this movie also acts as a second chance for Opal, allowing us to get a better understanding of her on a deeper level. There's also the possibility that we could meet a homeworld Opal, an Opal who's not a fusion, but still voiced by Aimee Mann for consistency. We know from both the Crewniverse and the episode Together Alone that fusions have single gem counterparts, as Blue Diamond sculpted the idea that Garnet would be, well, a Garnet, seeing it nothing more than a cute pet nickname, instead of someone owning their own identity. And yeah, perhaps this homeworld Opal will be of assistance, aiding Steven and the Crystal Gems. And of course, they get a rocking musical number, or as a fellow content creator Toon Ruin suggested, going back back into the alternate universe theory, check out our previous videos on that. Perhaps Steven will wind up in a universe where Ruby and Sapphire are always unfused, filling in the roles of Amethyst and Pearl, and Amethyst and Pearl are the Garnet, always being fused as Opal, which would also be a really great way to get to know the fusion, her personality, her quirks, by experiencing all of that through the eyes of Opal being the permafusion, not Garnet. Look, no matter how you slice it, the Steven Universe movie is shaping up to be the ultimate fan experience. I can't stop gushing about the film. All I want to do is talk about the film in these videos, which is why I've been doing just that. So of course, if I get any more ideas, speculations, theories, you can expect a crystal clear on it right here on this channel. With San Diego Comic-Con getting closer and closer, the closer we get to more news and information. But as always, these are just my thoughts and I want to hear yours. What do you think? Are you excited to see Opal pop up in the movie? What do you want to get out of it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below or tweet your thoughts at Roundtable Vids. And for more of my own thoughts, you can find me at OstricVox. We're also on Instagram. Help the Roundtable grow by either becoming a member of this channel or supporting us over at Patreon. Link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please throw a like and subscribe to the Roundtable for more great cartoon content. Thank you for watching and I hope you have an awesome day. OstricVox signing out.